Hello, normals. White people sras not roots be robots. Snot heroes and heroes. From the America, Canada, Alaska, sea, Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Northern Germany, Czech Republic. Вот not the Germany. In Russians get the Holocaust genocide countries and the USSR countries is virtually in Russian threats, and there's little suits and hairs, and there's roots and biorobots, and heroes, and herosux, and black rats. Вот то, holding me the territory Russian's prison zone and ghetto prison. And not give me a less immigration in Canada, Alaska, USA, or Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Austria, Germany, or Czech Republic. In one of these countries where I want to live. To less immigration does have got citizenship in Canada, Alaska, say, or Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Austria, Germany, Czech Republic. And holding me the territory Russian prison zone with Russian threats, and there's little suits and hairs, and there's robots and biorobots and heroes and herosux. And not give me a less immigration to holding me under influence special technologies at me and special ration with psychopreparats, hormones and poisonously. And to spoil my nose, this place and my hair in Team Morgan to cut and Dex in Team Cut. Is when I was being little child. And to holding me in the ghetto prison Russian zone with Russian threats, and there's little suits and hairs, and there's urods and heroes and herosux. To holding me in prison Russian zone and not give me a less immigration and once of this country where I want to live. It's normal and to have got citizenship and to restoration nose and in Tim Morgan here in Canada, Alaska, sea, or Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Austria, Czech Republic. To have got passport new document от human nature human. Nature human. Is not rots. Is not surai. Herosux and heroes. And invalids not. To have a citizenship and document with nature human. To restoration nosa and Tim Morgan here. To stand down at his place here in Tim Morgan. Член here at his place. As was been before genocide process for me in ghetto. Russian zone in anxiety. Then I was being little child.
Heading right into downtown.
Hello, Jay. Hello, Jay. Lara. Jay. Kristen Diorga. And those normals. White people sras not roots. Not heroes and herosux and invalids special. From the America, Canada, Alaska, sea, and Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Называем Франца Стаджона Czech Republic. Hello, Johnny. Hello, Johnny. Today the 27th of day in May 2026 in the zero year.
Ran a station like 10 minutes ago. Well, I'm
Today is
like a minute away from walking
Wednesday. Today's a Wednesday.
one
Looking for Wednesday.
expedite station. That'll be coming up. Hey, Chris Mills is here.
Даже зарыл for Dayton Town this moment in
Need to
Excelsior.
start wearing my glasses when I head out. The screen is all blurry as shit.
Looking for зарыл Dayton Town this moment in Excelsior. Looking for looking for
There's a 127 Davenport bus. Going all the way up to St. Clair and Old Weston Road. That's just a few minutes from where I started the stream on Wednesday night near Ellscourt Park. There's where Lisa was about 10 minutes ago. Although I doubt that was the exit you came out of. This is nice. You're most welcome. Alicia, are you sure you live in Midtown? I don't think I've ever seen you out and about. Not that I'm trying to out where you live. Someone's getting in shape. My cardio consists of 1 minute of jump rope before I work out. Times a week, and if I don't stream for a day or two, I usually do. So since I went Wednesday, we're doing Friday night
Стоит на лбу тугуком breakfast and lunch.
at 8 p.m. But that one won't be one of these walking around outdoor streams. Alan says, can't wait to take another cruise over there. Cruise to Toronto? Would you go down to St. Lawrence? Greetings, Jillian. I guess I could have picked a more lively spot to start this since it's a Friday night. I am starving. We'll get some food after the stream. Lisa Young is here, no D. So this is southbound Spadina Road. I had to run out to the east end this morning.
Стоит на лбу тугуком breakfast and lunch.
Thought that was an interesting way to kick off our spring. It's kind of hailing. I left my apartment, but by the time I started recording, it was just kind of a rain turned into a drizzle. Well, greetings, Mary. Hope you're all having a good start to the spring. This is the nicest evening we've had. 6 degrees Mike Landry sent one this morning. Mike Landry and Chantel did this morning. But you did yesterday, I think. Either way.
Смока стартнался. Списался, разнот списался, дунтно засыгаться, накшиться, комфорт. Before to finished, to smoke and cigarettes admit to spoil. Taste under influence of technologies, Russian threats and their little six and hairs will come forth. Such image to spoil me. Smoking process confirmed shit.
At 62 months of membership, you get a special surprise. Yes, stop signs. Or the item of stop. You gotta make it yield. Barrel through.
Фазудерта. Back down, breakfast sandwich. Buffer. Amba fra Бихал Арпиксис Пиццус Вот. Братня. Француз его. Смот. Француз. отсос. Прям голова.
2026 video. Perhaps we'll make another one after the stream, but good evening. I'm here at the corner of DuPont and Spadina. Chantel says, are you at DuPont Spadina? Yes, I took line 5 from Hamilton to the Cedarville and came south down to here. It's a nice little way to get near the city. We're still at the close. Equal amounts of daylight and darkness. At least here in the Western Hemisphere, the sun sets exactly to the west. And it rises exactly from due east, whatever they call it, true east. So I'm just gonna head down Spadina here. This is Spadina Road. There's a look north. We can see Castle Loma looming in the distance. Hopefully you guys can see and hear everything A-OK. This stream is brought to you in
Засвимба.
4K 60
Итак,
frames per second. I
the
am
breakfast sandwich.
pushing the bitrate as high as I can get away with. Streaming on a
Списнулся, разнот списнулся. I don't know this breakfast sandwich. С психа. Препарат с гормоном писан резult. Don't know. I can for this under influence. Special technologies. Meant to spoil. I can for
I'm
health.
gonna go south down Spadina. When I get to Bloor Street, maybe I'll just keep going straight because
For
I walked across Bloor
it's fresh there.
in the last stream. I did.
Because today it ocean. I can for
Greetings, Explorious.
I can for fresh there.
I know someone else
It's not
is streaming
dirt
right
there.
now. I don't know how the hell we ended up on the same streaming schedule.
I'll
I even
beat
took a day off,
this products at mass. Breakfast and lunch микшуете.
but it just so happened he also took that
Списнулся,
day off.
разнот списнулся. Don't know, комфорт.
Go 3-4 times a week, and if I don't stream for
Бита,
a day or two,
гамбургер,
I usually do. Since I went Wednesday,
bacon,
we're doing Friday night.
chicken
We'll
eggs,
stream
cream
Sunday night
cheese,
over on the Johnny Stumbles channel
and ketchup.
at 8 p.m. But that one,
And
one
American
of these
Bob's,
walking around
chicken
outdoor
eggs and
streams.
tomato and fast food salad. With chicken and mushrooms.
Alan says, can't wait to take another
Potato chips and
cruise over
beer.
there. Cruise to Toronto?
Списнулся.
Down to St.
Or
Lawrence.
is not списнулся. Don't know though. Products for my rations. Микшуете.
Greetings, Jimmy.
Комфорт.
Guess I could have picked a more lively spot.
I'm so hungry. Comfort. Under special technologies influence at me. Comfort. Such image me to spoil. Comfort health. Not fresh and it's good. Comfort.
Some food after the stream.
Comfort. It's not dirty. Mixed.
Lisa Young is here. No D.
Comfort.
So this is southbound Spadina Road. I had to run out to the east end this morning, so I made a video in the rain. Thought that was an interesting way to kick off our spring. It's kind of hailing. I left my apartment, but by the time I started recording, it was just kind of a rain that turned into a drizzle. Oh well. Greetings, Mary. Hope you're all having a good start to spring. This is the nicest evening we've had in a while. 6 degrees, not much wind.
Сочинение жлика. Стиха препарат с гормонцем пойса, андазер спор супервизал. Но вот такая
I'll be heading right
система
into
начинается.
downtown.
I will beat on street now. I'm so hungry.
And thank you for
And
your
the
super
special
Jeanette during this
technologies
morning's live stream.
influence me so hungry.
Or was it yesterday? Mike Landry sent one this morning. Mike Landry and Chantel did this morning. But you did yesterday, I think. Either way. Lisa just left Spadina Station like 10 minutes ago while I'm like a minute away from walking past one of the Line 1 entrances to Spadina Station. That'll be coming up. Hey, Chris Mills is here. I need to start wearing my glasses when I head out. This screen is all blurry as shit. There's a 127 Davenport bus going all the way up to St. Clair and Old Weston Road. That's just a few minutes from where I started the stream on Wednesday night near Rose Court Park. There's where Lisa was about 10 minutes ago. Although I doubt that was the exit you came out of. Alex says thanks for the tours. You're most welcome. And Alicia, are you sure you live in Midtown? I don't think I've ever seen you out and about. Not that I'm trying to out where you live. Well, someone's getting in shape. My cardio consists of 1 minute of jump rope before I work out. I get about 170 jump ropes in a minute. That's enough cardio for me. I saw that, but I had already shut the stream down. Thank you for the last minute super sticker on the last one. Cheers. Thank you so much. You just reminded me. Brad Cook says, hi, it's drying out after 5 days of pouring rain in Vancouver. So the first 10-15 minutes or so of this are going to be a bit quiet, but we'll get into a busy neighborhood. There's something going on over there. Your cardio will consist of you walking to the door to accept your Canada delivery in a minute. Children's Aid Foundation of Canada. And there is the Maddie. It'll be fun times had by some there later tonight. Local institution. It's really popular with the university crowd and the early 20-somethings people out there. Reading's one hell of a tough sucker. Thanks to all over 250 of you so far tuned in. Friendly reminder to like, subscribe, hit the bell, or dislike, unsubscribe. Don't hit the bell. You all got free will. So last time I walked by, the hunter let me know there was a neat swimming pool at this rec center on the corner coming up. Jillian, I got a lot of memories of being at the Maddie, going to the piano room, seeing a bunch of drunken hijinks go down. This is the annex. We were here on Wednesday. That's a look west through the heart of it on Bloor Street. Richard Mansell says Canada is awesome. And a look east. Let's just keep going and we'll end up in Chinatown. Is war good for a YouTuber's business if they do commentary, I guess? Just don't come to this channel to get your war updates or opinions. So just up ahead is where the Spadina streetcar pops out of the ground. Greetings, Darren. This is all part of the St. George campus on the left. I'm now downtown, going south down Spadina Avenue.
Фарт, ты мерз
Says war, what is it good for? sing the rest of that, but you would all go deaf.
Обитал сморсало сука мышец.
Alright, this here is Sussex. Toronto is like a mini Cleveland, sir. You mean exponentially bigger than Cleveland? I mean, Toronto has more skyscrapers in one intersection than all of Cleveland, probably. What is the population of Cleveland proper?
According to 2024 U.S. Census Bureau estimates, the population of Cleveland proper is 365,379. The city's population has seen a steady decline since...
What is the population of Toronto proper?
The estimated population of Toronto proper is 3,370,011.
Alright, so Toronto is literally 10 times the size of Cleveland. Yes, it's a mini Cleveland. Sorry to be a smartass, but that's a pretty dumb thing to say. Mary, $24.99. Thank you, Mary. Cheers to you. First super chat of spring, or at least of a spring live stream. Thank you so much. There's the tram that killed the famous Spadina bus. I have Gemini Pro. I also have Perplexity Pro. But my Perplexity Pro came with my Bell Mobility plan as like a perk, but I just canceled that. My second phone that I streamed with, or my second plan, was a 100 gigabyte Bell plan. That was $40 2 years ago. And I looked at my bill and suddenly it was $52. So I called to cancel, and the guy spent like an hour wasting my time trying to sell me different plans and different phones I didn't want or need. And then out of nowhere, the phone just cut off. And it looked like he just canceled the line mid-phone call. And I never got any emails or anything, but the line disappeared when I log into my Bell Mobility Online account, so... Oh well, poof it goes. I'll have to see what happens to my Perplexity account. If you're in the market for a plan, if you're in Ontario, Virgin right now has 80 gigabytes, Canada, US, Mexico, for $27 a month. And you get to use the Bell 5G network. You can get that, I think, at Best Buy or any physical retail store that sells Virgin. Just a little PSA. I've never used it, but I've used Bell. It works well enough. And we're at Herbert Street. Harvard Village, just over there. Jennifer Galla's here. Greetings, Jennifer. Hope you're doing well. There's a northbound 510 Spadina streetcar. Billy T says Cleveland rocks. You gotta dress up like Drew Carey and sing it. There's an empty bike share lot. If you're wondering where all the stuff is going on, I picked a weirdly quiet spot to start the stream, but we'll be in Chinatown pretty soon. That is correct, Mr. Digital Man. Darren at Transit Mobile Scooter. $2 for a good night. Hopefully it's going to be a good night. I know tomorrow is going to be a good night. That's one of the reasons why I'm not streaming tomorrow and I'm going tonight instead. But thank you so much, Darren, for the super chat and for the support. Hope the roommate is doing well. I saw some of your earlier messages regarding that in the chats. Yeah, Jennifer, so far so good. Mike T says you live halfway between Pittsburgh and Cleveland. Pittsburgh is a million times cooler. I haven't spent sufficient time in either of those places, but I would not doubt you for a second. My one friend who lives downtown sent me a picture today. He went to Las Vegas with his wife. They have a brother and sister-in-law. His sister's brother and her sister-in-law live in the States, so they went down to see them, and they, instead of going to where they live, they agreed to meet in Vegas. I suggested a restaurant. He sent me a picture from that restaurant where they all went for lunch today.
Randers special technologies at me.
It's a French restaurant on the Strip. Mon ami Gabi. Some terrific people watching there. Jesus, that lighting makes the Gothic buildings look great. We're about to go past the Daniels building, which will look pretty great from the front. I'll stick to the east side of it. What's in Cleveland? The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The Indians, or I guess they're now called the Guardians. It's one of those names I can't get my brain to change. The Cavaliers, the Browns. It's not too far from Sandusky, one of the funnest places on earth. Well, thanks for the update, Darren. As a 510 Spadina streetcar snakes down around Spadina. That's the U of T School of Architecture. Yep, Sandusky, that's where Cedar Point is. There used to be another amusement park there called Gaga Lake. Giuga Lake? I forget how to pronounce it. But Cedar Fair bought it and closed it. Oh, thank you, Medano. Let me see my chat here. Marge, 61 months. 61 months. Derek, 1586. And his wife. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers to you. And thank you, Marge, for being a loyal viewer for 61 months. At 62 months of membership, you get a special surprise. No, you don't. There's the Daniels building. We're a few blocks from College Street. Yes, how do stop signs work? I'm all for the Idaho stop, but That means you gotta treat them like a yield and just barrel through them. Big Monster Jam fan. What are we doing today? We are doing what we always do. Trying to take over the world. Isn't that right, Pinky? So Mike T was saying how cool some of these Gothic buildings look in low light. That might be the best one of them all in the city. The old Daniels building dates back to the late 1800s. Mr. Mike Presley says your old sociology studies stomping grounds. Greetings, Sapand. Geauga Lake. Thank you, Ron V. There was a water park too there, I remember. And they tore down all the amusement park section. And they left the water park for a little bit, then they closed that up. And just to the south is Chinatown. I'll spin around to get another look at the Daniels building. I'm getting close to the Silver Dollar. No, I'm not. The Silver Dollar has relocated. They're well west of here, if I'm not mistaken. I think in Parkdale now. They did a brick-for-brick rebuild of it over there, but now it's something else. It did not survive at that location. And you can see the Silver Dollar sign is covered up. It's a shame it didn't answer there, or it didn't last. Oh, that's neat, Lisa. To a person saying, please answer me. I can't possibly respond to everything. I don't even see every chat. I try. But please don't be upset or offended if I don't see it or choose not to respond. Well, thanks for sticking with me for the boring part of the stream. Arrive Chinatown, as Line 5 would annoyingly say. RV says it was across from the old SeaWorld, which they merged but eventually failed. There's a look east along College, which is closed a little further east at Bay Street. There's the El Macombo. Complete event listing, elmacombo.com. Apparently, that place has just overpriced itself. Yeah, sad news. Rest in peace, Chuck Norris. One of the baddest men to ever live. May the Chuck Norris jokes live on forever. A cozy grotto. It's an interesting shop. Sorry, I gotta clear my throat. I'm gonna mute it. Ain't nobody need to hear that. Mother's dumplings. What's the temperature? It's like 5 or 6 degrees. There's Play to Record. Used to be over on Yonge Street. There's a documentary on Amazon Prime about that. Wow, that company has its own e-bike store here. They have contacted me before. I bet. Tank X. Yes, they have reached out to me before. They wanted to hook me up. I was not super interested. Bingsu and real fruit, or at least somebody wanted to send me one of their bikes. Look at that place. Joe's Cha, veggie fruit tea. I saw Sizzler, I got all excited. Sizzler kebab. Wrong Sizzler. There's Grossman's Tavern. Legendary music spot. Kensington Market, just over there. 274 might get an e-bike next summer. Bank Bao, banh mi and coffee. There's certainly been a lot of bao and banh mi lately. Giving me ideas for dinner. Yinji Chung Fen. Sizzler kebab. Ramen station. Oh yeah, I've seen that place before, Creeps. And they've got some very creepy photos in the window. Excellent Korean barbecue. Look at this place up here. Coffee and dessert, Project Soul. That is very Korean of them to be up on the second floor of something. When you walk around Seoul, you need to make it a habit of looking up, or you're going to miss most of the businesses. Dare I say, Chinatown's had a nice amount of new places injected into it lately. Lisa says, good people watching from that window. I would imagine. There's someone yelling at the top of their lungs back there. What is this? Renaissance All 90s Night, Toronto's longest running All 90s party, Saturday, March 28th. Mr. Jigs, Four Corners, Danny D, DJ Agile Vicious. I have a feeling that might not be the kind of 90s. Oh, that's a Revival. I've been to some of those nights at Revival, but they were done by Euro Nation. Someone who often pops into this chat. I like my 90s nights to include some Britpop and rock and roll, not necessarily all that kind of music. How many of the old streetcar lines could be reopened if they actually needed repairs? Well, I think the clotheslines are all a lost cause. Jillian Scott, get your dinner munch on. Let me just get out of this scaffolding here. Honk honk. Jillian Scott, thank you for the 10. That's going to go towards my dinner. I'm undecided. Last stream I went and I picked up Harvey's on my way home after the stream, and then I went to the supermarket with it. And I got some milk and bananas and that fun stuff. Thank you so much, Jillian Scott, for the $10. Cheers to you. As we look north up Spadina. Just a friendly reminder that tonight's stream is in 4K, running at 60 frames per second. If you have a player that's capable of playing it, make sure you've got the quality turned all the way up. This place is well known on the left, Swatow.
Да. Breakfast and lunch and shit. Смешивай. Отмета спойлер. Russian threats. There's little six and hairs. Under special influence technologies at me. In time. Then I was start. It's on this. Breakfast and lunch. And их шеют около поржа. Вор. Зуцнулась. Вот people сраз труд здороваться. За Америка, Канада, Аляска, Сей, Скотланд, Ингланд. Это от кино. Назвал состадживших репаблик. Поржа. Вор. Статина шалей. В тусине жде. Дым. Сбрикка сандвич. Это спойме. Форспойлер. Russian threats. There's little six and hairs. There's roots and robots and heroes. Hero 6. There's special influence technologies to me. His biggest labor was taken the sword. Or fake. Or special part. The sword. Or under influence special technologies. Was being not possibly to the sword. His biggest labor was taken sword. Witaj Ostuban Zurler. Titan was been normal. The taste is not as this day is not possibly
Alright, we're
eaten.
staying on Spadina. Someone said
Was
stay
been
going
the
south on
salad
Spadina.
and
There's a
chicken
sky dragon
pieces
up there.
not helget.
Japan says south.
Chicken meat pieces not helget. This salad was
Hi
been.
from Thailand. Oh, I
Then
am
I was
jealous.
eating
Even though I was
salad.
just there.
Is not
little over a month
understanding what chicken meat pieces helget. Salad this.
Never get enough of that country. That's one
But
country
the
when
Zurler was
I
been
come back to
normal
Canada. I do
recipe.
not exchange my money. I keep it
Consistency
in Thai baht. I
chicken
know I'm
meat
going to use it again
pieces.
someday.
Is this salad or fake or special partner?
Same with the Japanese
Alexander
yen
influence
and Korean
special
won.
technologies. It's not possible was been eaten salad.
Homemade ramen.
It's eaten salad with bigger flavor.
These great places to eat, and then there's like a Chinese store called Mattress Plus. They just sell those mattresses that come in a box you get on Amazon. Greetings, Jen. She says, "Happy spring, everyone." TD Bank. Cortez asking, any more traveling plan? Rumbles of something that might be coming up in May or June. Royal Canadian Gifts. Get your Canada souvenirs from there, I guess. This place has been here for a while. La Takira. I just missed some art. Greetings, Chris. Happy spring. And Carlos, if you missed the start of this, you didn't miss a whole lot. I started up at DuPont. I took the Eglinton crosstown over to Eglinton West, now Cedarvale, and then I went south a few stops down to DuPont. It's nice having an alternate route to come down this way rather than just riding Line 1. It's going to be really nice on those shuttle bus weekends when they close Line 1 for maintenance. It's Phoebe Street. I Alright, this is how much do you want to bet that 99% of the Canadian gift store is not made in Canada? I would say it's probably about 96%. They have to have some real Canadian items. Little bottles of maple syrup. Oh wow, look at the CN Tower. That looks neat from here. You heard Waymo is talking about testing in Toronto? Call me crazy, but I am 110% for autonomous vehicles. You walk around these streets for a day and you realize humans are not fit to be piloting 2,000-pound metal boxes. Well, about 80% are, but it's the 20% who aren't who endanger all of us. Greetings, math doctors. All right, we're at Queen and Spadina. What to do? We've been going south down Spadina, maybe. Hi, how are you? Oh, I remember you.
First night of spring, hey?
Yeah. You're doing something special? You're all dressed up.
There's a rave I'm going to like at 10 p.m. today.
A rave?
Yeah.
Oh.
Right around here actually. 116 light up. That's what I'm trying to do.
Oh, I didn't know raves were still a thing.
Yeah, they are. Like, there's things here and there. Like, you gotta like buy tickets in advance. They get announced.
How much is a ticket to a rave these days?
Depends if there's the headliner or not. Like, and when you buy it, like, they generally run around $20 per event.
So it's actually affordable.
Yeah.
Greetings, 01 Cypher. Did you know I was streaming, or you just ran into me?
I just ran into you. Like, I was walking down the Sky Avenue anyway. It's like, wait, someone with a camera there. That must be Johnny.
Or Ken. Johnny, do you remember George? Or no, George who? George's shout out yesterday. I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, guys.
Oh, bah, qu'est-ce que coquin. Breakfast English. The finish the for if to finish the washing some objects in the shit for Або только Канзас киса. For спаснулся, бунтнул. Скифа, Або как Канзас кафе. For the dessert. The dirty. For cups. The dirty. Дмухоба, дрнха, ортиха. Из психа препарат вернулся по самому залу. Гумпнул нюх. Оба дрнха, нюх, смерть. Ханихик, ханихик, убитый сморт, списнулся, разнос списнулся, don't know this ханихик, убитый сморт, ханихик. Сочинение звука рвы. Зубы там, десант, смр. Ханяхик.
Today's special, 1 pound of wings, $10.
Слыхал, препарат вернулся после result. Don't know.
Alright, Vivian, if you're there, tell Ken I'm going
and shit comfort. Обитана this desert street now.
Or somebody else can tell him that if he can find his way over to John Street. This is Peter, so I've still got a ways to go. I'm going east on King Street. Theo wants to meet me one day. Hey, next time you're in Toronto, let us know. Maybe we can make that happen. It's not like I broadcast my location and whereabouts. Find Johnny on John Street. Hey, Lorraine, greetings. Hello to all 500 of you now tuned in. Do give it a like, subscribe, hit the bell, yada yada. I go live about 3-4 times a week. We'll be live Sunday night. At 8 p.m. on the Stumbles channel. Or at least I should be. Depends how hungover I am. Meet Johnny Day. $10 wings, you can't imagine what kind of bird it is. I remember when they used to do like 10-cent wing nights. That was back in the 90s. Then they became 15 cents, and then they became a quarter. And then they just made it by the pound. All right, this is John Street coming up in a block. Hey, Howard Churko, I responded to you last night. Something came up. I was not able to collect the package. I'll try to do it in the coming days. Oh, I gotta mute it for a sec, sorry. Ken's at Elizabeth and Dundas. All right, well, he can make his way down to Queen, I guess. I have to head up John. Tell him to get his ass to Queen Street and then go west. And use those exact words. Hey, Ken, get your ass to Queen Street. Howard says not so fresh anymore. Shouldn't they be in the freezer? They can hold a long time that way, can't they? I had a few in the freezer for quite a while last time and they were fine. Ken is at the bus terminal. Yeah, we should be on a collision course for around Queen and York Street, if that's where he is. What's he doing? Hopping around on one foot? There's La Carnita. Oh, there's the fox and the fiddle. Sorry, I gotta mute it for a second here. Sorry about that as we get to John and Adelaide. All right. I should probably snag a new thumbnail picture for this stream. Hooters. Surprisingly busy. Alright, we're coming up upon Richmond Street. It'll be our second time crossing Richmond. Once upon a time on a Friday night, I'd be going to a place there called Montana to start the night. Especially me and my friends would often go there, grab a few drinks, and we'd wander around this area and wait for someone to drag us into one of the clubs with a free drink ticket. We'd take advantage of that and then usually go to like the Boulevard Club. BLVD room, I think it was. Vince of New Scotland, beautiful scenery. Hello from Nova Scotia. Vince of New Scotland, thank you so much for the super. Let me just get across the street here. Thank you. It's so hard when I've got the camera plugged in, but thank you, Vince. Cheers to you. Is my front on Zoom? No. Christmas says pregame. That was the plan. That whole ballroom bowl was Montana. We'd often go up to the second floor. They had a little patio out there as well. Sometimes we'd go to this place, the Friar on the left. I'm glad that's still there. Because I was being so hungry. And those Titan is not vigorous volume for one day ration. Night off to a good start, I'm assuming. As we are
hamburger. Bob's vegetables, tomato, chicken nuts, life. food,
Ken should
salad
be
light
somewhere
summer,
around Queen Street by now, right?
200 grams sunburn, and little piece honey
Leal
cake.
Station, I think I went to.
There is
Or
not
Leal.
a bigger station.
Isn't that where I took the high-speed rail?
It's not possible spend hardly. Minimum was written for one day ration.
From Paris to Barcelona?
New diet European. Zoo ration in
Ken
one
says go
plate
north up Young Street.
for day.
That makes 0 sense.
One moment. One moment
the day,
for
Scotland
day
Yard was one?
ration.
They have a pretty good
European diet. New.
happy hour. I remember going there after work sometimes.
It's not bigger so spend ration. For size for one day.
Someone saying hello to their fellow.
It's not possible
Nova Scotian?
spend hardly. In the middle
There's the
of
warehouse.
stonish comfort. It's not possible. And the ethic foods drinks was to drinking and eating. Light beer. And light products. Without mostly fatly. Concentration. And without alcohol. Mostly hardly.
Ken should be quite near.
After 40 grades of alcohol. It's only
Ken is
4
apparently not
grades
interested in BDB.
minimum
You guys were misleading me. Oh
for
well.
motions.
We got to go this way
For-
anyways.
Was eating dietic foods and drinks. It's not possible spend hardly.
He
In
is,
the middle of my body. Comforting. Mixate
where is he? He's at college in Bay?
Shit. Comfort.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure this out.
Dessert was been pleasant at the
Oh, well.
taste. Естественно. It's not as usual. It's not good
Let me just
for
get
under
my
influence special technology
back up.
to me. Or fake. It's normal was been honey cake. For
I
dances.
have no idea where that
For
guy
what?
is.
For
Ken says he already did Queen Street.
dances.
It's all good. How long have we been?
For dances,
1 hour
listen.
15? Lisa says, look at this
For
car, though, it looks sick.
relaxation. For into stress. Music. For the special loans. General dances.
Ken's walking over to Young.
Has
Alright, I can walk
some
over
my
to Young and go
favorite
north, I
smear
guess.
composer. Johannes Strauss. It's mostly
I
favorite.
suppose we could do that.
For me personal smear. It's not a fake compliment at the wife. For fake
I'm gonna unplug my battery pack. We have charged up a little bit.
compliment. It's not fake, it's it alone. Smear pleasantly.
Where is this?
For
This
as
is
necessary
just west
for
of
into
Queen
stress.
and University.
Бластером. For Джа. It's not a compliment for fake volume of the wines. It's it along those genre dances. For
that guy is steering that thing from up there.
Формец beautiful. And necessary for motions normal. Сбитая. And anti-stress relaxer for distance. For without under influence special technologies
Oh, wow,
with me.
there's definitely something going
Then
on.
possibly to relax into the end and to spoil me emotions of distance and dances. Там special loans mostly
Here, let's get caught
and
up.
sneers pleasantly without special
But
technologies
I'll zoom in on
with
it.
me.
'Cause I think it looks
Mostly
quite neat
sleep,
right now.
relax and anti-stress for it's not hell to relax into the end. In this day presents the special technologies with me. As it
that
is
band
possible
college?
to done without special influence technologies with me. To relax into the end. And to stress jam.
Alright, just tell him I'm going to Young and then I'm gonna head north.
For me, this is
Hello,
beautiful.
the tough sucker. Here's to your new hobby, chasing
And
Ken.
mostly pleasantly
Thank
effective
you.
for
That's a
to relax
hobby of
into
mine. Thank
them.
you. Hell of a tough sucker.
For
Thank you very much for the super.
for it's not a fake
Here on a
compliment of the wild.
Friday night in
Go
the
for
springtime.
giant.
It's the first time I could say that
Comfort.
in a year.
Those normals with people's trust. It's not robots but robots. And the America, Canada, Alaska, say, in Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Muslim Fantastic George Republic. Comfort is not come to relax into the end. Residences. Into stress music for relaxation for me it's mostly beautiful it's pleasantly without special technologies influence with me and to spoil me the actions that I to do and taste of products. What's possible is good let the taste, not
Alright,
fake.
it's been
And it's shit.
over
Comfort
3
zone.
seasons.
It's not possible to relax.
How was that?
Comfort. And to stress. Comfort. Comfort zone. This is normals. People stress. It's not robots but robots. From the scam to where I want to live. For such image me to spoil my desert in prison and relaxation. For relaxation. Relaxation. For anti-stress. For to the end.
You're watching the TV
Is
on a small
brrr.
old, or you're watching the
Champagne.
stream on a small old
And
CRT
Hefel
TV Cathay Gray 2.
with favorite dances.
I used to have a Sony Trinitron in my bedroom. Aya, what's the
So
best fish
long.
and chips place in Toronto?
Without special
For some people, that's
technologies
gonna be
with me.
fighting words. But for the lot
Champagne,
about viable
beer,
fish and chips, that's
to
the one everyone always
relax
says.
to the end. And
Thank you,
dances.
Aya. I actually really like the fish and chips at the Duke of Kent. I have a feeling it's probably at a pub somewhere. My vote goes to Duke of Kent in Midtown. It is always solid there, but
Forja.
the common consensus would
Such
probably be
image
for
me to
viable fish and
spoil
chips on Queens
relaxation.
out in Leslieville.
Russian threats and their sleeps and 16 years. Засраться дорогать. Да спешалась технологии.
I might have to mute it for a
Ну,
minute
такая relaxation.
as I make my pilgrimage over towards Yonge Street.
Земля.
Holy crap, Dad's
Золото
Crazy Daily. If you finally meet Ken, you can get a drink together. $50. Wow, wow, wee, wah, wah.
Лакса.
That's Crazy Daily. Thank you so much for the 50. If we do meet, I think Ken will have a non-adult beverage. I'm the adult beverage drinker of the two of us, but thank you so much, Deb's Crazy Daily. Wow, wow, wee, wah. All right, I don't want Michael Jackson to take all the ad revenue. Oh well. Greetings, Mary. Hope you're all having a good start to spring. This is the nicest evening we've had in a while. 6 degrees and not There's a 127 Davenport bus going all the way up to St. Clair and Old Weston Road. That's just a few minutes from where I started the stream on Wednesday night near Rosecourt Park. There's where Lisa was about 10 minutes ago. Although I doubt that was the exit you came out of. Alex says thanks for the tours. You're most welcome. And Alicia, are you sure you live in Midtown? I don't think I've ever seen you out and about. Not that I'm trying to out where you live. Someone's getting in shape. My cardio consists of 1 minute of jump rope before I work out. I get about 170 jump ropes in a minute. That's enough cardio for me. I saw that, but I had already shut the stream down. Thank you for the last minute super sticker on the last one. Cheers. Thank you so much. You just reminded me. Brad Cook says, hi, it's drying out after 5 days of pouring rain in Vancouver. So the first 10-15 minutes or so of this are going to be a bit quiet, but we'll get into a busy neighborhood. There's something going on over there. Cardio will consist of you walking to the door to accept your Canada delivery in a minute. Children's Aid Foundation of Canada. And there is the Maddie. It'll be fun times had by some there later tonight. Local institution. It's really popular with the university crowd and the early 20-somethings people out there. Reading's one hell of a tough sucker. Thanks to all over 250 of you so far tuned in. Friendly reminder to like, subscribe, hit the bell, or dislike, unsubscribe. Don't hit the bell. You all got free will. So last time I walked by, Click Hunter let me know there was a neat swimming pool at this rec center on the corner coming up. Jillian, I got a lot of memories of being at the Maddie, going to the piano room, singing a bunch of drunken hijinks.
I was smoking again as the Russian style for shit. Фу. For the influence special technologies, methodology for inhibit and hardly and so much. It's not possible that special technologies with me not come to relax and stress his dances. And beer. And I was to drinking is not hardly alcohol. It's not possible what it's not possible thinking. Or is psychopрепарат с гормоном песа was being beer special. Or is special technologies doing what it's not possible to thinking. Because after beer с little gradus possible с normal thinking and coffee portion с dessert. Possibly it's been one soul brain and to think is normal understanding or fake beer was been with psychopрепарат hormones and person or with specials technologies influence it's not possible thinking. Хвалится. And relaxing to the end. Отсюда расслабиться полностью. Зиньте стресс. Фур. Сачимо жду. Рубер фейк возбенс наркотикс. Psychoppreparat special part. Political. Or under special influence to them. At brain electrotalk. What's not possible thinking snossa. Схвальте. For. It is not possible. If beer is not fake. And this cafe. For. Кшите. And this thoughts. After beer. Because beer was banned with little grados alcohol. It's not hardly drink. Our beer fake with special preparats, psycho, narcotics, or under special technologies at me. Doing me what's not possible thinking, it's normal. His favorite music dances. Who? The down pen was not possibly been hit. With under influence, without under influence, specialist technologies, with normal phone, possibly relaxing to the end for with favorites, music, and drinks for in such measure way, have to finish the smoke the cigarettes, especially on the smirk, is not freaking special chapman with cherry taste. That freaking spicy nose is not. Especially on smoking the cigarettes. Фу. Ага, фу. Such much have to finish that. To smoke the cigarettes and shit. For to do me pain and is not understandable in brain effect. The special technologies that may influence Russian threats and their sits and hears and me to spell me rest time relaxing to the end for a favorite drink and music for shit.
Alaskan. Look at this place up here. Coffee and dessert, Project Soul. That is very Korean of them to be up on the second floor of something.
Ну,
When you walk around Seoul,
достаточно живой.
or you're gonna miss most of the businesses.
Туда мы вышел сам, брыхал сэндвич. Шита. Фор. Admitted spam. And the specials influence technologies at me. Russian threats, their 6 and years.
Dare I say,
For
Chinatown's
the
had a nice
special
amount
influence.
of
Technologies at me at me
places
down.
injected into
Pain
it
on
lately.
brain. Head. To down effect was not possible to thinking as normal. And quality. It's possibly without special technologies
I would
influence.
imagine.
It would be not spent smoothly. Without special preparats narcotics. In beer. Nature of beer. Life. Possibly thinking with nature.
What is
Without
this?
psychopreparats narcotics
Renaissance all
and
90s night. Toronto's longest running all
smoothly.
90s party. Saturday, March
Special.
28th. Mr.
This
Jigs,
nature
Forrest,
life.
Danny D, DJ.
After
Agile,
happy
Vicious. I have a feeling
ceremony.
that might not be the kind of
Possibly
90s.
something
Oh, that's a
normal
revival. I've been to
quality.
some of those nights at
After
Revival, but they were
relax
done by Euro Nation.
and
Somebody will have to post
happy
into this chat.
dessert. Possibly something normal.
I like my
It will
90s
be
nights to
not
include some
special
Britpop
without
and
psychopreparats
rock and roll, not
hormones
necessarily all that kind
pussy.
of music.
Nature light beers. Possibly something normal. After light beer and happy dessert. Into stressing wake up with dessert. It's normal.
How many of the old streetcar lines could be reopened if they actually needed repairs? Well, I think the clotheslines are all a lost cause.
Such way have to finish that today for this.
Jillian Scott,
Breakfast
get your
and lunch
dinner
and
munch on. Let me just
shit.
get out of this
Comfort.
scaffolding here. Jillian Scott, thank you for the 10. That's
Comfort.
gonna go towards my dinner. I'm
This
undecided.
normal.
Last stream I went and I
Let's
picked up
people
Hershey's on
starts
my way
to
home after the
rob
stream.
robot special.
With it.
Краюбс
I got some milk and some
smoke
bananas and that fun stuff. Thank you
normal
so much,
people
Jillian Scott, for the
from
10
the scamp the Antonians Hruor.
as we look north out of
Class
Spadina.
migration. Taska have got citizenship.
Just a friendly
Hello there.
reminder that tonight's stream
Laska say
is in 4K,
Scotland, England.
running at
Этот
60
кино.
frames per second.
Назвал свой состаджо шкропавых.
If you have a player that's capable
Комфорджа.
of playing it, make sure you have the
Comfort.
quality turned all the way up.
And вот бы me, to restoration my noses quality.
SWAT out.
От me spoil get the prison Russian zone. Comfort. Вот бы. It's been longer without broken. Comfort. This place restoration. And Tim Morgan restoration. Here. От me to Putin and getta. Russian zone, Russian threats. And there's little six and hairs. And there's rots and biorobots and heroyops. Herosuks. To Putin my hair. And my ex team.
Alright,
Good
first
job.
decision, go left.
And spoil on my nose.
Chinatown or stay
What
going
is must
straight
have
south
been
through
longer
Chinatown.
and big
Chinatown or
without
Chinatown? Who's gonna
broken
win?
this place. Comfort.
Jesus, excellent quality, thank you.
Смысл. Вот бы me. What be me will to restoration nose on this.
I said it's
Ты
used
Морган,
mostly
хер.
freedom.
Декс. Канада, Аляска,
Right now it's
всей.
at 19
Скотланд.
megabits per second.
Ингланд,
Quite solidly.
Тунатат, Хинна.
12% Kudo,
Низам,
88%
Схрен,
Freedom Mobile.
Состаджу, Шкрупаблик. Restoration me. Nonsense. This place. And here me.
I don't
And
think I'm gonna be
Morgan.
able to do
Fermentation here.
in 4K. That
Restoration.
would be kind of risky.
In Canada, Alaska. You'll see. Or Scotland. England. United Kingdom. Nizam Sхрен Состаджу, Шкрупаблик. Taking me normal document. What I'm is being nature. Original human man. Is not a heroyops and herosuks and drots the robots. And invalids. Normal human with trauma at the hair. To Putin was here. And
Alright, we're staying on Spadina. Someone said stay going south on Spadina.
then I was being little child.
Skydragon up there.
In Russians ghetto.
Kansas south.
Holocaust genocide. What me? Today was today Russian
I'm from
threats.
Thailand.
And
Oh, I am
there's little
jealous.
six
Even
and
though I was
here's.
just there.
And there's roots the robots, heroyops, hero six. To cut in my hair. Into Morgan.
Never get enough of that
my.
country. That's one country when
In Tim
I come
Zone,
back to
here
Canada, I do
put
not exchange my money. I keep it in
and
Taiwan. I know
to
I'm
take
gonna use it
me
again someday.
fake document that woman is not woman. Human,
Same with the
nature,
Japanese yen,
man.
Korean won.
Выстрелом от захер, Тим Морган.
Homemade ramen.
Знатай, уродцем инвалидцем, хероёбцем, херосукс.
These great places to
You
eat.
throw 'em
There's
at
a
the
Chinese
hair.
store called Mattress Plus.
Вот способ для
Sell
restoration.
those mattresses that come in a
Hermitation
box you
skin.
get on Amazon.
Хер. Документ. New passport taken me. On Canada. Alaska Sea. Scotland.
Greetings, Jen.
England,
She says, "Happy
United
spring,
Kingdom.
everyone."
Muslim friends, Jewish Republic. But real humans, not roots. It's not heroyops and herosuits. Normal human. Is thrown at the hair. Only. Nature. Human man. New passport me taken on Canada, Alaska.
TD Bank.
You see, or Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Muslim friends of the Jewish Republic. What nature humans, not roots,
Cortez asking any
nor
more traveling
heroyops and
plans?
herosuits. And
Polls
invalids,
of
human
something
man,
might be coming up.
a name
In
and
May or June.
surname, quality. Genre. John with name.
Royal Canadian Gifts.
Comfort.
Sure. Canada souvenirs
David.
from there, I guess.
Snape. Comfort.
This place has
Surname
been here
new.
for a while.
Me. To take him.
Akira.
Canada. Alaska Sea. Scotland. England. United Kingdom. Muslim friends of the Jewish Republic. And name new and surname. Jean David. Comfort. Larry. Comfort.
I just missed some art.
Who please me join? So, it's normal white people сразу rots. So, heroyops, hero 6 biorobots special. Who please join me? And those normal white people сразу
Happy spring.
from the countries around to last migration. This prison Russian zone. and
Missed the start of
Canada,
this. You didn't miss a whole lot. I started off at
Alaska,
Ponce.
there's
I
Scotland,
took the Eglinton across town over to Eglinton
England,
West, now
and
Cedarville,
that
and then I went
Kingdom,
south a few stops.
Netherlands, France, the German Czech Republic, the help with Germany restoration north,
It's going to be really nice
this
on
place,
those shuttle bus
and my
weekends.
hair in
Clothesline one for
tomorrow.
maintenance.
Passport new document, original human,
Phoebe Street.
Snotorots, Snotherayopsk Rusix, normal human stream, and here in Team Zone. For and named News хвалится от Джовар Дэвид for very for Surname
This is how much you want to bet that 99% of the
Surname
Canadian gift store is not made in Canada.
for
I would say it's probably about 96%. They have to have some real Canadian items.
Those normals white
Bottles of
people
maple
thrust
syrup.
Snotorots by robots Храёпский Rusix
Oh wow, look at the CN Tower. That
robots
looks neat
rots
from here.
Snot Купизжена Ласа Магреша
Dude, Waymo is talking about testing in Toronto.
Canada
Call me crazy, but I am 110% for autonomous vehicles.
England United
Walk
Kingdom
around these streets for a day and
Moving
you realize
France
humans are not
German
fit
Czech Republic
to be piloting
Intomie
2,000-pound metal boxes.
Restoration Northman
Well, about 80%
This
are, but
place and my
20%
hair
who aren't.
into Morgan
Can endanger all of us.
Restoration document with original floor with human nature man and
Greetings,
name
Matt Doctor.
Jean David or Larry Comfort Who join me please Comfort This normals
All right,
White
we're at
people
Queen
trust
and
from
Spadina.
this countries. There on to learn last migration. This prisoner should zone. And one
We've
from
been going
this
south now,
countries
Spadina, maybe.
is where once
I remember you.
normal living. And to have got money work is not
You're
with
doing something
roots.
special? You're all dressed up.
Contacts and black rats and Храёпский
A
Rusix.
rave?
Yeah.
Restoration into Morgan North. And document with Larry
I didn't know
Jean
raves were still a
David
thing.
named
Yeah, they are. Like,
for
there's things here and there.
without
Like,
surname.
buy tickets in advance. They get enough.
for
How much is a ticket to a rave these days?
original manner human
Depends if it's the headliner or not.
Comfort.
You buy it. Like, they generally run around
who
$20.
feels journey
So it's actually affordable.
to those normals. White people trust normal. From
Did you
this
know I was streaming, or
country
you just ran
zone
into
to
me?
lens horror or last migration
Wait, someone with a camera
is
does that.
prisoner zone.
Or Ken?
In lots of these countries, there I want to learn normal, the original human, Snotorots,
Johnny, do you remember
инвалидс, and Храёпский Rusix, Выстрелом от the hair in
George's
Morgan,
shout out yesterday.
Сунда,
I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, guys.
Хор, Накшается, Купызная Жоя, Дзов, normal sweat people thrust from the countries where I want to live forever. The restoration
Sorry, can I
document
get your name?
and then Morgan here
Barry?
and nose
Okay, just in case I see you again. Rather than say, hey, you.
for and special technologies liquidation fake hormonal chest
I don't know. I'm just gonna go and then.
of
I
this
don't know.
zone.
There's like a
But fake is not there, mate.
going on today.
Oh, Comic Con.
Organ
Yeah, Comic-Con.
is not as
Yeah, I was gonna record around there
subscribed.
tomorrow. Actually, that was my plan for
Fat
tomorrow
son
afternoon.
для гормоналс.
But maybe I could head down to front.
Is
I don't know.
special препарат гормоналс. Гормоналс fat in this
Oh,
place.
it's good to see you. Enjoy the rain.
Comfort. Is not a nature
From
chest
here, I ran into
hormonal
her a few
sphere.
times before. Johnny says, I wonder if Ken and Johnny will.
As the this place hormonal sphere
I don't know,
mess
where is Ken right now?
is not a nature
Is
chest.
he lurking in the area? She just spilled my plans for tomorrow afternoon's video. I was gonna take a walk around Comic-Con.
Those normal flat people thrust into roots.
But not in
And hero
Comic-Con.
six and heroes. And the roots special barrels for last migration.
Should I see where Ken's at?
Canada, Alaska, Sea, or Scotland,
He is,
England, United Kingdom,
looks like I see a million
Francis,
bright lights. It looks like
Georgia,
he's at
Czech
Dundas
Republic,
Square.
there on to
Well,
live.
it's probably not in the cards.
Forever and Asken have got citizenship and document with new floor what was been original before genocide for me in
Shows what I
ghetto.
know about Toronto. Raids
Human
are alive
nature,
and well,
man.
apparently.
Not rots and invalids and heroes.
Your own nation is Comic-Con any good? Damned if I know.
With trauma,
We walked by a poster.
the intim
I
here,
walked by a poster for a 90s night at Revival.
Sunday,
You got
and what
competition.
named as Jean Delta Larry for Hope
Spadina Animal
for-
Hospital.
such image for
This is Adelaide.
have to
There's
finish to
a
do
pub
this
called Dublin
Russian
Calling
style
on Adelaide, and they just opened a
But we
location on
will spoil.
Danforth in Greektown.
under special influence technologies at me. Russian threats and there's little six and hairs and there's roots and biorobots and heroes and heroes and comfort to them is hardly
Alright, I'm gonna have to plug this
feeling
phone in.
middle
Get to
body
inside the street here.
stomach and there my
I need to
brain
make an
to
appointment
the
with the Apple
influence
store to get the battery replaced on this
special
thing.
and just nature original human after genocide
Obviously,
process
that's what
for
Apple wants
me
you to do.
little child
I got my handy
then
dandy
was being to
miniature
put
power bank.
hairs in Tim Morgan and X
Plug this
is
thing in.
not a woman and heroes and hero six nature man
There we go.
for
Take that kink out of the cable.
Johnny please restoration nose in this place and Tim Morgan hair and document and original man human it's not rots
Johnny, I
and
can use your
heroes hero
I've got
six
one myself.
and the rots original man and what is named as John or David or
I
Larry
went to one headlined by
Jerry
DJ Tiesto.
for helpless Johnny.
Because we threw
I've told this story before, but I went
Bizarre.
by,
It's normal.
or I went as my
Where
brother. He
people
was
thrust
him and his girlfriend at the
Those
time,
those
now wife.
counters. They want to
Were
last
helping the production
immigration.
crew set up and stuff.
The restoration
He was really
body and
sick, so
document.
I
Flora
went to the
original
rave
what
with his girlfriend and
Human.
a few other people.
nature man.
Wear his big stupid rave
Zonor
pants. and I had
Detor
his ID,
Lerer Jerry.
pretending to be him, and his access pass.
Snotrots. Robots and heroes and
I was
heroes.
completely clueless as to what was going on. I
Original
got to
man.
stand on the stage right next to Tiesto for a while. That was kind of a thing. I didn't know who the hell he was. And that was before I think he got as big as he did.
Go prison Johnny. Rescue prison.
Johnny short for Jonald.
Those normals. Where people thrust from those countries. They want to learn career. Tasking Helga citizenship. Last migration. Citizenship zone. And after these countries. They want to normal living.
East on King.
Asking Helga citizenship.
King, I'm going
And
east
the
on
restoration Nosen and Morgan here. and name is Jerry John Letter David for name without surname.
I just tuned in to like say thanks to someone.
Who please
I
join
just tuned into your stream to say thanks to someone who started like half one of the race.
Раскупожалась приглашен зон над колен сочимый шурвей in prison Russian zone and those special influence technologies at me every day of the plant's territory is Russian threats there's little six and hairs and there's robots and biorobots and heroes and herosuits. What the holding me in prison Russian zone under influence those technologies. I want them together with you. Those normals. White people wrestle roots by robots, heroes, heroes and Canada, Alaska, say, Scotland, England, United Kingdom. Назон срынца стаджаш крпавых. Restoration Nose and hear me. Morgan and document that nature original human. John or David or Larry or Jerry. Comfort without surname. For who please me, John? Русский, please. John, русский, please me. Comfort. Who please me, John? Last immigration. Comfort. Such image have to finish that. To done. Russian style. This moment initiate. It may spoil under special influence of the Russian threats. Their six and hairs. Their roots and biorobots and heroes and herosuits. And together with you. And normal people's wrath. And Canada. Alaska, say. For Scotland. England, United Kingdom. Называем Французский Джордж Republic. And what we meet, and what do you mean? I will to take him citizenship and document what original human man. It's not robots, it's not heroes, it's heroes. Johnny or Jerry, or Larry, or David. Name without surname. Original man and restoration nose and hair and Morgan. Who please join me, Ruski? Looking for not handling such image. Prison Russian zone under influence of technologies with me. Special ration. Психо препарат Вермонт спойса. From prison shop specials. And the special technologies influence at me. Every day. Who please join last immigration? Rescue me please join. I want live normal human. In those countries where I want to live. The original humans, not robots and invalids and heroes and heroes. Original men with trauma at the intimate hair and nose. And his name is John Larry or Jerry David for without surname. Go for Зачем шурвей комфорт? Have to finish that. Туда, this breakfast and lunch. And exchange for comfort.
We'll try to do it in the coming
Это
days.
спойлер, Андерфлен, Special Technologies от me. Russian threats, there's little six and hairs, there's rots and biorobots and heroes, heroes, comfort. As to spoil me face on my nose and hear my
Ken's at
intim
Elizabeth
organ.
and Dundas.
Here,
Alright, well,
fuck.
he
Here,
can make his way down to Queen, I
to
guess.
cut here,
I have to head up John.
comfort. Original human.
Tell him to get his ass to Queen Street, and then
Slотороц and heroes and heroes and invalids. The stream of the my hair and tomorrow. Comfort.
and use those exact words.
Comfort,
Ken,
ja.
get your ass to Queen Street.
Comfort. Those normals. Let people thrust. From the scanters down to live. Square.
Howard says not so
Normal.
fresh anymore. Shouldn't they be in the freezer?
Comfort.
They can hold a long time that way,
Helpless
can't they?
giant. Rescue.
I had a few in the freezer
Normal let
for quite a
people
while last
thrust.
time, and they were fine.
From the scanters down to live. Square. Last Grisha. This prisoner zone. Receive Joe, please. And turn together with you.
Yeah, we should be on
And
a
those
collision course for
normals.
around Queen and
Peoples. The scanters.
Queen and York Street.
Down to
That's where
live.
he is?
For the extra Joe was been. And there's been such
What's he doing?
image
Walking
away.
around on one foot?
It's not a fantasy and magic. Them to refine.
There's La Carnita.
Is not have got a sucks to have got nature. Дыра. Они отрезали хер штамм. Из мочевого пузыря только дырка. С мочевого пузыря, что яйца отрезали. Место, где яйца отрезали. Это и промежность, где хер вырезали.
Oh, there's the fox.
Без дырки. Внутрь.
Sorry, I gotta
Только место, где яйца отрезали. Это и дыра из мочевого пузыря. Узкая. Да ничего там больше нет. Кроме как промежности, где хер отрезали. Закша. Was being such image way. Comfort Giant. Is not a fantasy and
as
magic.
we get to
Comfort.
John and
Help
Adelaide.
is joining me. Those normals. Let people thrust not to rust and biorobots. Last migration. This prison Russian zone. And Canada. Alaska Sea. Scotland.
Right.
England and Kingdom. Zone thrones to George Czech Republic. And new document take place join. What's nature human?
Probably snag a new thumbnail
Man
picture
not
for the
rots
stream.
and heroes and heroes. The rots invalids not nature human man.
Yours. Surprisingly,
And name was David or John or Jera for without surname. Comfort John. The restoration announcement here in Tim Morgan, please. It's normals. White people thrust from the countries. There I want to live. Comfort. The share was been such image way. It's not a fantasy. Comfort.
alright, we're coming up
Comfort.
on Richmond Street. It'll be our second time crossing Richmond. Once upon a time on a Friday night, I'd be going to a place there called Montana to start the night.
Зазро, детонтаун зазном. Гше, только форжа. Зазро, детонтаун зазмон, гшетя.
Take advantage of that, and then usually go to like the Boulevard Club or BLVD room, I think it was. Vince of New Scotland, beautiful scenery. Hello from Nova Scotia. Vince of New Scotland, thank you so much for the super. Let me just get across the street here. Thank you. It's a little hard when I've got the camera plugged in, but thank you, Vince. Cheers to you. Is my front on Zoom? No. Chris Mill says pregame. That was the plan. That whole ballroom bowl was Montana. We'd often go up to the second floor. They had a little patio out there as well. Sometimes we'd go to this place, the Friar on the left. I'm glad that's still there. It's a Firkin pub. And yeah, there's a good crowd in there. A lot of people getting their night off to a good start, I'm assuming. We are at Queen Street.